What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. My name's Rock Soldier, and today we're going to be reacting to Jumpsuit by 21 Pilots, the first song off of Trench. Man, I am so excited to start this album with you guys, man, because there's a lot to it. And I've kind of danced around it a little bit. You know, I started off with Scaled and Icy, went down to Blurry Face, then I went over to Vessel, and I just figured, it was time. It was time. So I am super excited to check out Jumpsuit. We're gonna hop right into this. Let's get it.
We've been here the whole time. You were asleep. Time to wake up.
Time to wake up. All right, so I know nothing's even happened yet. Now, if you guys remember from the Heavy Dirty Soul music video, this is the car from the Heavy Dirty Soul music video that ultimately crashes at the end of it. And now we're picking up like straight from there, right? So that's fucking dope, right? First song of Blurry Face picking up right with first song of Trench.
You were asleep. Time to wake up.
The Trench, bro. Not who you want coming next. I mean, there's just so much happening right now, man, and like, it's just so hard to put together and organize, right? But the beat is so good, man. I love the heaviness to this song, right? It's got to be one of their heaviest songs, and it's so reminiscent of like Heavy Dirty Soul, right? Just like the aggressiveness of it, right? And for anybody that doesn't know, man, like, the people up on top of the cliff are the Banditos, and the Banditos are basically the rebellion against DEMA and their control, right? Now, as far as I know, the jumpsuit is a very critical part of the whole DEMA lore and just that kind of world, right? The jumpsuit is basically is exactly what he's saying. It covers him, right? The jumpsuit, because of the yellow, is what protects him, right? Protects him. And we find that out at some point. I forget when exactly, but they released some kind of hint on the DEMA.org website that basically was saying that the bishops can't see yellow, so it basically essentially camouflages them, right? Which actually, one second. All right, can't forget my 21 Pilots hat from the fucking Trench tour, right? The Bandito tour. Which is just made me think of it because it's camouflage, right? And so essentially, the yellow camouflages them, and I find that interesting because they kind of talked a lot about the color yellow in the Blurry Face album, right? You guys remember Josh, when he's playing the drums in the street in the middle of the Heavy Dirty Soul music video, he's going hard. His hair's yellow, and you know, then they kind of talk about the sun and stuff on like Ride and other songs, and the color yellow just seems to be like a big symbol of hope, you know, throughout the whole world that is DEMA, right? And so that's why you always see the Banditos wearing yellow. I don't know why I thought.
I'll be right there, but you'll have to grab my throat and lift me in the air. If you need anyone, I'll stop my plans, but you'll have to tie me down and then break both my hands. If you need anyone.
All right, so now I'm sure you guys are thinking, you know, what the fuck is this rock guy talking about, right? He's obviously wrong. Like, the bishop just went up and clearly touched him. To me, I've kind of always taken this part as like more of like metaphoric in terms of the fact that, like, you know, to me the black paint, I believe, has always represented the control that the bishop has over Tyler, right? And so, like, to me, the scene is kind of always represented just him giving in, right? Just him feeling the presence of Nico or the bishop, blurry face, just feeling his presence and then just being pulled right back into it, right? So not necessarily that he actually was able to see him, in my opinion, but just that he felt the pull and then like kind of just gave in, right? You know, I'll be right there. You know, I'll stop my plans, and then we see him, you know, following him back through the trench, right?
Have to tie me down and then break both my hands. If you need anyone, I'll be right there, but you'll have to grab my throat and lift me in the air. If you need anyone, if you need anyone.
So basically, Tyler sees the yellow flower on the ground, and the color yellow again reminds him that there's hope, right? The color yellow basically just a big symbolization of hope and persistence, and that things will ultimately get better. And the whole cover me throughout the song, it's like, to me, this part of the music video like describes it perfectly, right? They're throwing the petals everywhere. Like, to me, this is the cover me, right? Like, they're all showering him with like little bits of like hope, right, and like support, and you know, the kind of like wakes him up a little bit. He sees the flower and he looks up and he realizes, like, look at all these people supporting me, and now they're covering him and throwing out all these little pieces of hope, essentially, right? What the
If you need anyone, if you need anyone.
I also like how I know the video's blurred for you guys, but if you were to go to watch it, you know, he kind of just spreads the paint on his neck a little bit, like kind of takes back control a little bit, and as he's following, you kind of see the black slowly kind of progress everywhere, right? You know, all through his neck, and I'm sure it's, yeah, you can kind of even see it on his hands a little bit here in the scene. But now with the flowers, the flower petals, and all the support and stuff, you know, you kind of see it kind of washing away a little bit, right?
I can't believe how much I hate pressures of a new place roll my way. Jumpsuit, cover me. Oh, jumpsuit, cover me.
So, he's able to break free for a little bit, and that's why we see him turn and run away, right? Because, this hope and support that he's gotten gave him the strength to keep fighting back. Unfortunately, he tripped and fell. Is currently being, dragged back, by Blurry Face. But, we see, on his chest, he's still got this, little flower of hope, which I feel is like super symbolic, right? All right. All right, so that was Jumpsuit by 21 Pilots, first song off the Trench album, man, and there's a lot to it. But I just love the tone of the song, man, and I love how it picks up. It starts off, like I said, very similar to how Heavy Dirty Soul does, and it makes sense because it really picks up like almost like right after Heavy Dirty Soul, essentially. And there's so much to it with the jumpsuit and the color yellow, the banditos, seeing Blurry Face. And there's just a lot to it, man. But this song is super, super good, man. And I am so excited to continue checking out the rest of the Trench album so we can continue diving into the DEMA lore a little bit and the songs as a whole, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, hit the sub button, hit that bell, know we're dropping the next one. That's all I got for you guys for now. It's your boy Rock Soldier. Hope you have a great rest of your night and even better tomorrow. And talk to you guys in the next one. All right, guys? Peace.